We will start next unit, unit 2, partial derivatives and differentiability. First definition is partial derivatives. Let f be function of two variables. Then if limit of f of x plus hy minus f of xy upon h as h tends to 0 exists. If this limit exists, this is the definition of partial derivative of f with respect to x. You can observe here, this is nothing but the first principle we have used in this definition. There is change in first, change in only x variable. Here is y, here also is y. So there is only change in one variable, which is x. And this is the definition of partial derivative of f with respect to x. There are some notations for partial derivative like this: fx of xy or fx only, or dabba x of f of xy or dabba f by dabba x. These are the some notations we will use to denote partial derivative of f with respect to x. Next definition is for partial derivative of f with respect to y. This is again limit of f of x y plus h minus f of xy upon h as h tends to 0. If this limit exists, this is the partial derivative of f with respect to y. Again, there are some notations for partial derivative like this: fy of xy or fy or dabba y of f or dabba f by dabba y. These are some notations for partial derivative of f with respect to y. Next, we will like to note some things. First is to find fx, we have to keep y constant and differentiate f with respect to x. Whenever we have to find partial derivative of f with respect to x, we have to keep y as constant and then differentiate f with respect to x. This is the procedure to find fx. Similarly for fy, we have to keep x constant and differentiate f of xy with respect to y. This note 1 and note 2 are nothing but the procedure to find partial derivatives of f with respect to x and with respect to y. Then there is geometrical interpretation of partial derivative of geometrical interpretation of partial derivatives. For this, let z is equal to f of xy be equation of surface S. Z is equal to f of xy is nothing but the graph of f. We have already written here, that is S is graph of f of xy. This statement can be rewritten as which statement? Z is equal to f of xy be equation of surface S. It means S is graph of f of xy. This is the meaning of this line. Next, on this surface we consider a point P, A, B, C. Then we consider two graphs C1 and C2 be graphs of functions f of xb. This function is obtained using f of xy. We have put here y is equal to b, and second function is f of ay. This is again obtained using f of xy by putting x is equal to a. This means these both are functions of one variable. This function of x, this is function of y only. For both these functions, graph of these functions are denoted by C1 and C2. Then partial derivatives fx at AB and fy at AB are nothing but the slopes of tangents to C1 and C2 respectively at PABC. This fx AB means this is nothing but the slope of tangent to C1. What was C1? C1 is nothing but graph of function f of xb at point PABC. Next, fyab is also slope of tangent to C2 at point PABC. What was C2? C2 is nothing but the graph of function f of a1. This is the geometrical interpretation of partial derivatives. Next, the partial derivatives fx and fy are called first order partial derivatives of f of xy. Those we have already defined. These are called first order partial derivatives. Next, we discuss some second order partial derivatives of f of xy. I have forgotten here word. Second order partial derivatives of f of xy are. We have already written here notations for second order partial derivatives. This means fxx. This is the second order partial derivative. This means partial derivative of fx. What fxx means? Partial derivative of fx with respect to x. So we have differentiating function fx with respect to x. So we have written here fxx. In another notation, which is here, in which we use dabba. In which we will write dabba square f of upon dabba x square. This is the notation of second notation for partial derivative, second order partial derivative with respect to x. Now, if we differentiate fx with respect to y, this will be denoted by fxy. But in another notation, you can easily observe here, the order is of x and y here, order is changed. Here we have written f, x and y, which means we have differentiated fx with respect to y. But in this notation, we have to rewrite like this. Why like this? Since this can be written as, first we are differentiating fx. What we are doing here, we are differentiating fx with respect to y. So we have to write like this. So we have to write dabba square f by dabba y by dabba x. So be careful whenever you solve examples or use these notations. This notation is here. You can easily say that first we have differentiate with respect to x and secondly by y. In this case, first we differentiate with respect to x and then by y. Similarly for fyx, we have first differentiate with respect to y and then with respect to x. In this notation, first we will be writing dabba x then dabba y. So be careful when use this notation. Whenever you have option, use these notations, so there will be no confusion. But in examples, if this notation is used, then we be careful about these notations. Then fyy is dabba square f by dabba y square. Similarly, we can again consider third order partial derivatives, fourth order partial derivatives, and so on. You can consider, and these notations will be used. Next is for function of three variables. Now we define partial derivatives for function of three variables. Now here we have already written definition fx of xyz, that is derivative of f with respect to x. There will be change in, as partial derivatives with respect to x, there will be change in x variable only. You can observe here f of x plus h yz and there f of x yz. There is no change in yz, only change in x upon h. Similarly for fy xyz, there will be only change in variable y. You can observe here f of x y plus h z, near f of x y z upon h. For fz, change will be for variable z. You can observe here z plus h and here z. These are the definitions of partial derivatives for function of three variables. Similarly, we can define for partial derivatives of function with n variables. Next, there is a theorem, statement only of this theorem. There is no proof in our syllabus for this Clairaut's theorem. What is the statement of Clairaut's theorem? Let f be a function defined on a disk D that contains the point AB. There is a word disk. What do you mean by disk? Disk is nothing but the area enclosed by circle. I have here written already drawn a circle, but I will tell only what is disk. Disk is the nothing but the area bounded, enclosed by or bounded by the circle. The region bounded by the circle is called disk. If this is the circle, the area inside the circle is called disk. That is the disk is. Let f be a function defined on this D that contains the point AB if fxy partial second order partial derivatives fxy and fyx are both continuous on disk D, then fxy at AB is equal to fyx at AB. This is the theorem when two second order partial derivatives are equal. When those partial derivatives are equal, function must be defined on disk D and D contains a point AB, and fxy and fyx are both continuous on whole disk D, not only at point AB. fxy and fyx both must be continuous on whole disk D, not only at point AB. They must be continuous at every point of D. Then in this case fxy at AB is equal to fyx at AB. This is the Clairaut's theorem. Next, there is Laplace equation. The partial differential equation. This partial differential equation is called Laplace equations. What is the Laplace equation? Dabba square u by dabba x square plus dabba square u by dabba y square is equal to 0 is called Laplace equation, where u is function of two variables x and y. What is u? U is function of two variables x and y. Similarly, we can define Laplace equation for three or more variables. As u is only function of two variables, so we are differentiating with respect to x and with respect to y only. If u is function of three variables, then we will differentiate u with respect to z also and add here n equal to 0. Next, harmonic functions. The solutions of Laplace equation are called harmonic functions. Those functions which are solutions of Laplace equation are called harmonic functions. So nothing major to explain here. Next is wave equation. What is wave equation? The partial differential equation dabba square u by dabba t square is equal to a square into dabba square u by dabba x square is called wave equation, where u is function of again two variables x and t. Here u is function of x and t. This equation is called wave equations.